Whoa, what's up, Uncle Mimo? What's up, Uncle Mimo, man? They have an OG like you, military vet. They even come on the Platinum Pull-Up show, man. I see today is a good day, bro. How you doing today?
I'm good every day, man. Life is short. Live it hard. Love it what you got while you got it.
What part of the city you from, Uncle Mimo? Like, what
Oh,
part?
come on, man. Red nigga like this back in the 60s and shit. Come on, man. Seven walls.
Seven Wall, Seven Wall. I heard y'all in the Seven Wall, some good people. Then y'all know how to throw down real good in the Seven
Yeah.
Wall.
Times changed. We was always good people. We were confused people back in the day. We literally thought we were better than black folk. The Seven Wall Creoles, we used to think that they were more uppity than the dark-skinned brothers because we were programmed. Our grandmother used to tell me, make sure you don't marry a dark-skinned chick.
Don't your grandma told you?
Yes, my grandma and them was racist. Not to hate on blacks, they just didn't want you loving blacks like we love blacks now, like we love our own race. They had made them think they were Creole. That's why you hear when these motherfuckers talking about they Creole. I mean, I ain't no motherfucking Creole, nigga. I ain't never got treated like a Creole. You don't get no treatment different than what a black man gets. So how
Right.
you program yourself to be you better than somebody who's getting the same treatment you get? It's stupidity, dog. It's racism at its best form.
Wow. I see you was in World War II. I saw you was in World War.
No, Vietnam War.
Vietnam.
Yeah, World War II. I'd be like 90 something, 80 something years old.
I see you was in the Vietnam. So
Yeah,
tell me a little bit about the
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Man, I went to the military at the age of 18. What happened was we got in a fight. We graduated out of Clark. I didn't graduate. My brother did. He was a year older than me. And after the graduation, we had a party. While the party was going on, we had a neighborhood fight. My stepdad ended up jumping over the fence with a shotgun, pumped that shotgun, and everybody cleared out. We even ran. And it was my stepdad, and I ran because I didn't know what was happening. You know, when I heard that shotgun, everybody got hit. But anyway, my mama got scared and sent us to California. There wasn't killings back in the days like there is today. But my mama still got scared of what happened, knowing there could be a retaliation, so she sent us to go live with our real dad in California. Now, what happened at 17 and my brother was 19, you know, and you in California, your daddy put you in your own apartment and give you your own car, you fucking pimping, dog. You heard
Pimping
me?
after pimping.
Man, at 17 in LA, man, I was in the big time world. But my brother started gambling, started winning at the track. He quit his job, and he ended up joining the Air Force. So he put me in a position I couldn't pay the rent by myself, and I couldn't move back by my dad. He didn't want nothing to do with me. He wanted to get rid of me. So he ended up signing me in the Army at 17. I signed along with him, but he sent me in the Army at 17. And because the dude promised me, he said, if you sign up for 3 years, I guarantee you won't see no parts of Vietnam. But they tell you anything to lure you into the military. Don't fall for what they tell you. Think about what you're signing up for when you sign up for the military. The United States is a dirty government. We'll get into that later. But let me tell you this part right quick. I was 18 years old. I went in December the 6th, 1968. By April of 1969, I was in Vietnam. That's December, January, February, March, April. 5 months. How much you teach an 18-year-old kid about a war?
In 5 months.
In 5 months.
Not that much.
5 months. 5 months. So I'm in Vietnam. The first thing you have to do when you got to Vietnam, it's all in this book, Surviving the Vietnam War.
So he got a book. So this your book right here?
That's my book right here.
So he got a book. So y'all got to read up on y'all history. So that's what he's telling you.
That's the truth about the Vietnam War and how American government does black men. When I was there at 18, they sprayed Agent Orange and other chemicals in Vietnam.
What is Agent Orange?
Agent Orange is a chemical that they was using against the enemy. But by us being in near proximity of the enemy, we got affected by it also. It's called Agent Orange. It's been all in the news. You probably heard of it somewhere before. But it affects Vietnam veterans in a terrible way. Now we fighting to get benefits for that. But anyway, I was there 5 months. When you first get to Vietnam, you got to burn human shit. There's no bathrooms like toilets. They had portalets. You had to pull the barrels out, take them in the middle of this big field, fill them with gasoline, and burn shit. They call them burn pits. So I'm going to see the board about my money, getting my money for going through that shit on July the 19th. They always got to go to a board before you get your money to try and evaluate to see how much they're going to give you. So it should be good money. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, after I burnt the shit, they sent me to my unit. I was in my unit a couple of months. I got there in April. In June, we were coming back from downtown Quinyan. That's where we were stationed at in Quinyan. We were on the back of a truck. When we were coming back to town, we received sniper fire. When you hear them bullets hit that steel, it fucks with your head.
A different level.
One dude in the back of the truck stood up. I don't know where the fuck he thought he was going, but I reached up to grab him to pull him back down. When I got up to grab him to pull him down, the driver heard the shots too, and he was shifting gears. And when you shift gears in the truck, that bitch jerked like that. And it threw me and him off the back of the truck. That's why I don't have no eyebrows till today. I fucked my shoulder up. My face was scraped up all on the ground and shit. I ended up getting a Bronze Star. That was in June. I was now an E4 in less than 6 months. E4, that's one step under sergeant. All right, to show you how good my career going. They had a party at an EM club, enlisted men, no officers, only enlisted men. After the party, the mess sergeant took his band and some of the females and his friends to the mess hall for late night snacks. We get in line behind them. When we get to the door, the mess sergeant pushes back and said, "It's a private party, no niggas allowed." Naturally, you know that caused a fight.
Yeah.
We kicked their ass. We took the food to the basketball court. We sitting on the basketball court, and here come the MPs, the military police. They arrest 5 of us, put us in connexes, homemade jails, made out of shipping containers.
So how was that? Like
Man, that was fucked up. We used to take toothpaste and put it on a cigarette because we couldn't get to no weed. You was locked up. You couldn't get no herb. You was in jail. They was trying to figure out what to do with you for 2 days. So we took toothpaste and put it on a cigarette, let it dry out. You get high as a motherfucker. But it hurt. It hurt. Your head hurt like, well, you got a headache like a motherfucker. But you loaded. You high. It was satisfied. They came in the dark of night, took each of us, and sent us to 5 different units around Vietnam. They changed what we were trained for. I was a supply clerk. I was sending supplies to the men in the field. They changed my MOS. Your MOS is your military operational standard. That's what you trained to do. They sent me to an engineer's company, 510 engineer's company. I ain't know a fucking thing about no engineering. Never had no training on that. Come to find out, it was 98% white. They had only 2 other blacks on the whole fucking unit.
Wow.
Across the field from where I was, there was a transportation company. It was 98% black. They had about 2 or 3 whites. How did they fucking mix? You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing. You remember, we're dealing with a racist government, dog. Literally. I mean, it's going to get to deep how deep this racist government is, too. Like I told you, they sprayed chemicals on us while we was fighting in Vietnam. And the Vietnam War was more blacks and Mexicans than you ever gonna see in any motherfucking movie that they're gonna show you. They're not gonna represent the men that were there. Most white dudes got amnesty. They went to Canada, they went to Europe, they dodged the draft like Trump did. They didn't go in the military. It was minorities. They used to lie to Mexicans, told Mexicans, after you finish serving in Vietnam, you're gonna get your citizenship. Some of them died in Vietnam. You didn't do nothing for the fucking families after they died. This government is fucked up on so many levels. But anyway, when they shipped us out in the dark of night, it was the same thing that they used to do to a slave. When a slave acted up on a plantation, you fuck up my plantation, bitch, I'm selling you to another plantation miles away. You ain't gonna never see your fucking family again. You understand? That's fucking heartbreaking, dog. These were friends of mine. These were dudes I had gotten to know in them 3 months. I don't remember none of them names. I was 18 years old. But I would never stop fighting to find these dudes. When you go in the military, the first thing they teach you is never let your comrades down. You never leave a soldier behind. And if I know I got proof to show that these men didn't deserve what happened to them, then I'm going to fight till the day I die to get this story told. I'm going to get to Spike Lee or whoever, one of them big producers in Cali, and they're going to help me get this movie out. I'm going to travel back to Vietnam and see where I was at 18 years old. Dog, life is amazing. I did all what I did off of nothing. I'm building this platform, Uncimo, started in 2010. I was 60 years old. You know the song, I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm an OG. But all the while knowing I got a bigger goal in rap. I didn't write that book till last year. Last year I was in a car accident Causeway 11, Highway 11 bridge coming across the bay with a drunk driver. Head on. Fuck my car. Totaled my car, dog. I'm still here.
Hey, man.
I'm still playing golf, and I'm just as good as I was when I was then. I'm not as strong, but I know the game, and I know how to work that ball. So I'm just as good. What happens in life, the shit you go through, is to mold you. You the gangster. You got all the power in you. Is that you just got to believe in you, and I believe in me. I go to California often, dog, because I know California is the mecca of entertainment. I don't want to get no California movies because everything they're pushing right now is homosexuality. And I'm not on board with that. I can't have my children believe that I believe that that shit is right. And they're pushing it so hard now, you can get put off your plane if you don't identify a man as a woman because he chooses to be a woman, but yet he's still a man. But I still got to call you miss.
Dang, that's crazy.
Dog, they're changing the world, literally. They don't want you to use the words mama and grandma and nanny or nothing like that towards your mother. They're changing society as we speak every day. So back to this book right quick. I'm going to get into all that later, but back into this book. The reason I got to keep fighting like this is because I know these dudes need justice. I don't know if they're alive. I don't know if they're on the street, but I know in retrospect, they deserve justice. There was a veteran fighting for this fucking country, and you fucked over him. So now what happened was I ended up on heroin because of the nightmares of the war.
Heroin?
Heroin, dog. I would shoot myself at that point, dog. I'd be smack that fucking on, wrap that thing on there, and plug that needle in there, and I'd be just like that. But I didn't have no more dreams. That's how we got through Vietnam.
With heroin?
All of us, most of us, dog. We all had addiction. There was no PT. You hear this shit, PTSD? You ever heard that term?
Yeah, I heard.
Post-traumatic stress disorder didn't come till 15 years after the Vietnam War. There was no medical condition for what happened to us.
Dang.
Nothing. You couldn't get no pills to help you with your nightmares. There was nothing there. So anyway, I ended up getting on the heroin, came back to the States. I go to New Orleans for you always get leave 30 days in between units and shit while you're serving. They gave me a 30-day leave. I went to New Orleans to visit my family. And I was stuck out on heroin at this point, all right? So while I'm down there, my mama had to see the condition. She just was, totally wiped out the way I was looking. You know what I mean? With the drugs and all the other shit. So what they did then was to reassign me back to my next unit because I'm back home now. I still ain't finished out the Army. They sent me to a place in Colorado, Fort Carson, Colorado, where they were training men to go to Vietnam. The fuck you sending me to train to go to Vietnam? Bitch, I'm finished with Vietnam. You're fucking with my mind. I'm in the woods shooting at another man with a BB gun. I'm having flashbacks like a motherfucker.
Right.
So I tell the commander, I can't do this. He says, son, you in the Army, you got to follow orders. So to keep from from killing or hurting somebody, I took an undesirable discharge. They literally kicked me out. And on my paperwork, they stated, there is no medical condition warranted at this time. You have a passive-aggressive personality disorder.
Wow.
That's PTS fucking D, nigga. And it's on my fucking discharge. You kicked me out with the fucking PTSD. Because of a racist shit that made me not respect the military no more.
Wow.
Dog, I had a hell of a life, dog. Hell of a life.
So how did you get the name Uncimo? How did you get that name?
Man, that shit's crazy. You know all the kids call all the old folks
Uh-huh.
When I came out the military, I was militant. So I picked up a Swahili name. It was called Uncimo. It was called Imo, I-M-O. It means a wanderer, a person that loves freedom. And basically, that's me. I'll be back and forth to California like this, bro. Only nigga I know travel more than me is that little ugly motherfucking big head bitch Mercadale. You heard me? I'll be in LA, bro, and I look over my shoulder and nobody behind me, but here comes fucking Merc. I said, how the fuck you knew where the fuck I was, nigga?
So I heard you say you be in Cali, man. How is Cali? How is the artists out there? Like, who would you love to work in Cali with?
Man, I'm going back and see what my nephew talking about.
Who your nephew is? People on the show know who your nephew is. Who your nephew is?
I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne. They call me Uncimo and I'm doing my thing. I made it to world star and I stole a little fame. Next thing I do, I'm going to work with Snoop Dogg.
You gonna work with Snoop D-O-W-G? Man, how did that relationship come apart? Like along with you and Snoop?
Man, life is a belief factor. You have to believe in yourself. I made that song in 2010.
2010?
Yeah. Well, 2010, 2011, but I had just moved back from California. All right. I had moved my mom and them out there after Katrina. So I was out there I got tired of staying in Louisiana because fishing got fucked up with the oil spill. I don't know if you remember that, a major oil spill down here.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I sold my boat because fishing got fucked up. So at that point, I said, fuck it, man, I'm going to L.A. I went to L.A., stayed by my mama, visit my mother and them for a while, and got me an apartment. And the apartment I was in, the lady who was the manager started fucking with the old people because they wanted to go in the clubhouse and pray. And she started closing the clubhouse early. She started doing all kinds of shit for the holidays. She closed it the whole week for Christmas. She was fucking over these old people. I couldn't watch that without doing something. My mama told me, she said, son, let me tell you something. Mind your business. You get involved in that shit and they're going to put you out, your ass going to be right back in New Orleans. And she knew this. She was dead right. But let me tell you how I tried to help them. I'm an ignorant motherfucker, dog. And I fight hard. I don't play soft. I fight hard. And the post office fucked with me in '83. I pulled an attempted suicide that what they thought was an attempted suicide. But in reality, I was crying out for them to stop me before I kill a motherfucker. My supervisor, Talbot Thomas, who was fucking with me in the post office. Bitch, I'm psycho. I got all kind of shit fucking around with from the war in this fucking head. And you fucking with me? So to keep from killing him, I went and get on the roof of my house, called the Time-Picayune, called the police department, called my aunt, told my aunt to come to the house because something's going down. When the police got there, the kids were in the park playing ball. The kids come to the fence. The kids start hollering, jump, mister, jump. I'm on the roof like that, a one-story roof. If I jump, I'm going to hurt my fucking ankle. So I put my head down to keep from laughing. I told them, man, get the children out here for somebody to get hurt. Knowing I'm playing a major part right now. Your life is a movie. It's your own script that you got to work with. So when finally, to get off the roof, I brought me a pillow because I had hemorrhoids. I brought me a joint to smoke before the police got there. And I brought me a bag because when you're crazy, you hyperventilate. And they tell you blowing, so I brought a bag. I took the gun when the first police pulled up. I said, it's on the roof. I'm not touching that gun because I don't want nobody to accidentally kill me talking about you trying to save me. So the gun gonna stay on the roof. I just need to talk. He said, what do you need to talk about? I said, I'm about to go kill my motherfucking supervisor. The press couldn't pick the story up because they was too far. They stopped them too far down the street. They picked it up as an attempted suicide. I'm not hurting me. I ain't fucking over me for nothing, dog. You heard me? Not in this world. I love this nigga, man. So finally, my mama got on the ladder. My mama said, son, I ain't raised no fucking quitter. I ain't getting up on this motherfucking roof. Now you take your tired, crazy motherfucking ass, throw that pistol on the ground and get your ass off this fucking roof and let's fight these motherfuckers. So she gave me an avenue to get out of this shit. I took the gun. I said, wait, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just picking it up. I took the bullet. I threw it out one at a time. Them kids that then came back by the fence for the excitement. They went to screaming, yeah, yeah. So I had 6 bullets. I took one at a time and threw them out. Then I threw the gun down. Now I'm thinking I'm going to jail. I get off the ladder. Yeah, you know, just to check you out so you don't hurt yourself. When you pull acts like this, you got to be ready for that. So I just knew they were going to take me for psychiatric evaluation or something. Dog, when I got off the ladder, I go to put my hand behind the back, and I'm noticing all the fucking police getting in their cars, leaving and shit. There ain't nothing but the captain, the priest, and my mama here right now. The captain told the priest, he said, look, if he want his gun, he can come pick it up during the week downtown. Told my mama, he can come get his gun during the week. And they just left. So it was me, Father Rogers, and my mama. After my mama talked to Father Rogers, he left. So I didn't stay in the house by myself. I ended up going by my mama. So I could soak in some hot water for them fucking hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids a motherfucker, dog. You ever get them bitches, you know what I'm talking about. You can't sit down. Half your hair's hanging out like a motherfucking balloon. You heard me? So you go through shit in life like that, man, and you keep fighting. Mm-hmm. So after that made the newspaper, everybody in the post office was fucking with me. You know, hey, that a crazy man. But before I went back to work, the psychiatrist, I went to go meet the psychiatrist. When he walked in the room, I bust out laughing. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I'm gonna be totally honest with you, Doc. When I saw your name was James Brown, I just knew you was black." Whiter than shit, dog. Where he bust out laughing after that, me and him was tight as a motherfucker. He said, "Look, Mr. Brown, you take all the time you want off. You let me know when you're ready to go back to work. We'll send you back to work. And then you could pick up what station you want to work at," which worked out great for me. I went back to Chef Station, worked with my friend Woodrow Still and Raymond Gilliard. So it worked out good for me. I was able to select where I wanted. I ain't to go fuck with this crazy bitch no more. Then I ended up becoming a supervisor in the post office, began working for the postmaster. When I retired, I was right under the postmaster. You know what I'm saying? So your life always evolves. Everything you go through in life is for a reason. You keep making shit get better. You don't never let nothing knock you down and keep you down. It's a process. We all suffering. Everybody's hurting from something. Share love with these people. Where we getting caught up is we don't love no more, dog. We don't love. I give this weed away. I buy pounds of weed to give away.
I saw that one day we was on by Zulu. Yeah, I said, "Here you go." I'm like, "Yeah, everywhere you go. Everywhere you go."
It's a gift from God. Why would I not share that? We have been so programmed with religious to believe in something that we cannot see instead of believing something that's inside us. We have a God that gave us life. That God gave us life to share love with each other. Didn't I walk up to you and share love with you?
Yes, sir.
This is how we're supposed to live. I didn't do nothing exceptional. I only did what God put in my heart, and that's to share love. I go to Kermit Ruffin Club. Anybody be in Kermit Ruffin Club?
Kermit Ruffin?
Nigga, ask that little motherfucker. Ask that little bald head tired, no cheap weed smoking son of a bitch. Ask his little short ass.
Man.
Everybody in the club smoke when I come in that motherfucker. If you smoke weed and you in Kermit Ruffin and I come in there, I go with fucking big bottle of shit this fucking big.
So how do you think about the industry down here in New Orleans and the major
Man, the politician Louisiana so fucked up, dog. It's gonna get worse. Louisiana about to suffer like they never suffered before.
So why you say that?
You got a governor that don't know what the fuck he doing. Bobby Jindal stole everything Louisiana had. Then he used it to run for president. This man is a Bobby Jindal associate. This man is a David Duke associate. This man's changing laws to put black people in this. Louisiana has a law. Look it up. The only state with a law that states when you serving time in Louisiana, you're under slavery, nigga. Everybody else in this country voted that shit down. Niggas in New Orleans don't fucking vote. They don't vote. That's why this other motherfucker in the governor's seat right now. Then he has a whole Republican staff. The Senate, the Congress, everything's Republican. So he's passing bills like this. Niggas can't get no fucking good time in jail. No probation, no parole. Well, if you serve 25, motherfucker, you serve 25. Let's put the death penalty back into play.
I thought they put that back in.
Then let's cancel all the government aid that we were giving to the people of New Orleans. Open y'all eyes, man. I'm moving, dog. I hope I have enough money come soon to be able to say I could take my daughter and my son-in-law this motherfucker too. And my son. It's a fucked up state, dog. Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. Why do you think they instilling 18 years and older and you can carry a gun? You think that's for safety for citizens?
No.
That's genocide.
That's a.
If they're already killing each other, let's give them a better opportunity to kill each other. One nigga pull a gun out and shoot and start. You got 20 niggas pulling guns out shooting. They don't even know who to fucking shoot at. It's gonna be a massacre, dog, on the streets, literally. And then it's the same day when Essence Festival coming down here.
They did that on purpose.
Dog, it's genocide by design.
Y'all gonna have so many people from different states with guns down there.
Then they don't even want to make the French Quarter. Now, white folks want the French Quarter to be a no-gun zone.
Yeah.
The French Quarter. In other words, you go anywhere else in the city and kill whoever the fuck you want. Just don't come kill in the French Quarter. The irony, dog.
That's where they make all their money at.
I don't give a fuck. My children's life is just as important as the money you making. We have no politicians that's leading us in the right direction. Everybody's agenda is fucked up. You got niggas for Trump, they say. I ain't worried about that because you know why? Niggas don't fucking vote.
Well,
They don't vote, dog. Why you think we in the position we in right now? Texas got the most racist fucking governor next to the Florida governor, Don DeSanto, whatever that bitch name. Georgia got a racist governor. Mississippi governor stole millions of dollars with Brett Favre to build a gym for Brett Favre's daughter's school. Come on, man. I'm all on the airs, dog.
you
I'm
know
all
your
on the
history.
airs. Yes, dog.
I see you know your history.
I'm a Vietnam vet. I've all fought for this country. I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers just take this bitch and do what they want with. Donald Trump's about to destroy America. This man met one-on-one with Putin with no interpreters, just him and Putin. This man is stupid. Listen to him.